Well, hello everybody and welcome back to RC Mechanic Garage. Today I'm pulling another partially done truck off the shelf. Hopefully we're going to get this one completed today in this video. I have done a bunch of work to this thing already, right? Obviously I got new wheels on it. These are not the stock ones. These are 4.75s. Tried to make them fit in here. Put some fender flares on the back. Complete light kit. I didn't get a light controller. I didn't put a light controller in it, but all the lights should work. At least last time I checked it, it did. There are some things I just didn't get done. But first I want to show you is this bumper I bought for it. And I don't know about you, but that looks badass right there. As you can see, it's loose. We need to tighten that up. Get that all tightened up. Got a wire in the winch. I have a controller here. I believe I was waiting on that. That's why I shelved it. And I had some steering issues that I forgot to do. And what it was is on a normal steering horn, you know, they're all basically about the same length, right? So I had to trim, you know, the farthest out hole. I had to get rid of that hole so it would fit. And I'll show that to you in a minute. We put badging on it, front and rear. Not sure if it's correct, but it's on there. Like I said, everything here is going to work. We just need to get some things taken care of so we can call it done. Yeah, maybe take it for a little ride. But like I said, the bumper's loose. I need to put 3 more screws with nuts on that. As far as the steering went, that's what I did with that. If you can see it, I just snipped off the very end of this steering horn. I still need to put the arm on it, but just so it would clear this plate right up here. Okay. Oh, we're going to have to do something with the electronics. Probably going to put a Spectrum 3-channel in here so I can run the winch. When we turn it on, the lights will just be on. That's how this is going to roll. Okay. And I need to. I've got to put some oil in these shocks. This truck is pretty heavy, just like all the hard body trucks are. I mean, it's an RC 4-wheel drive Jalande basically, and it's got some weight to it. So we'll put some thicker oil in these shocks, see how it handles the suspension, and if it doesn't, well, we may have to go with different shocks. As far as the wheelbase goes, this rear axle could probably go back just a little bit more. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay? Alright. First things first, let's get this bumper all tightened up. We just got to put some nuts in behind these screws, and that'd be kind of tricky because it's kind of a tight area. I did get the bumper all mounted up. It's good and solid. I mean, this thing is not going anywhere. Right? And what needs to happen next is we move from the front back the electronics, right? I have a 3-channel in here right now, Spectrum. Gonna stick with the RC 4-wheel drive speed controller because, well, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it works just fine. It's always a good idea to test as you go. In my opinion and in my experience, that if you test as you go, chances of failure at the end are a lot less, right? So let's go ahead and turn this on. We have really good steering, as you can see. Staying with the stock steering servo, and it seems to be pretty strong. I know a lot of people don't like them, but you know. And then with this 45 turn motor up here, you have a lot more control of speed. That's full speed right there, right? And when it comes to reverse, which is always a hiccup, you know, for a lot of people, you know, because reverse is way too strong. We can do that. we can actually do that much. If we want to. Alright, so as far as the steering goes, it's not perfect. I did adjust it in the radio right here, but it's not perfect. So I'll most likely have to go ahead and adjust that more, but it's a whole lot better than it was before. Just need to go ahead and get this winch wired up, and what I have for that is, here's the winch controller. It's really small. Now I went to go and order these earlier in the year. I was thinking, man, that looks kind of big. But if I go ahead and drop it in the receiver box, you can see there's plenty of room in there. Right. So going forward, the controller for the winch will be in the receiver box. The speed control will be up here, and the receiver will be right here. And mainly because there doesn't need to really, it's not really needed anymore for it to be in the box. Well, we're on to wiring the winch. And when I'm wiring the winch, I have this extension right here. So if I plug that in the way where it's supposed to be and try to run it back, I'm a little bit short because I was going to put it back here. But now I'm thinking maybe kind of like take this controller right here, and I can just stick it right next to the speed controller like that, and just keep the receiver in here. I think that might be the best way to go. I was originally going to put this in here, but there wouldn't be enough room for this. It would stick up too far and it just wouldn't work. I did find the cover for it right here, and if we put the cover on and do its thing, it does have a lip to it. It'd be pretty tight if I put this in there. So I think what we're going to do is just go ahead and put it here, but as you can see, I'm a little short. I came up with this idea, and you know, since I like buy ahead and any possible thing I may possibly need, I have these, right? So if I just even if I did this much of it, right, it'd probably be plenty. Or if I just go the whole length of it, I have more than plenty. So I think what I'm going to do is just go the whole length of it and just secure the wires as I go. Well, I have the wires all soldered together and into the winch controller, and as you can see, I have like plenty. I mean, I have plenty of wire. So what I'm thinking of doing is going ahead and just hot gluing this wire down right about there. Alright, so if I just run it right down there, that should hide it from the body pretty good. I have throttle, I have steering. Alright, so I chose to use the E button, which has been my button of choice for a little bit, and we'll go ahead and we'll just extend this. Right? Bring it back. Alright, looks good, right? Been working on some wire management today, and as you can see, I got all the wires basically all secured up in here. Like I said before, the winch controller right here, secured. Speed controller, receivers in the box, and all the wires are secured. These here are for the lights. So, yeah, it's looking good to me. And then for the winch, you can see it down in there. Right down in there, I secured that down there in that corner so it won't flop around. And when I put the body on, it looks like it's professional, dang near. So, alright. Did some other work to the body so I wouldn't have wires dangling down. This is how I did the rear. I just used hot glue, secured these in, and they're not, you know, they're like just long enough to hook up. And earlier when I put the light kit in, I already did the front, so that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and put it on and see what it looks like. Okay, with the body on, see some of the wires, but not, you know, not too bad. That's what I'm talking about for the winch. Right here, this wire, I mean, it just runs right down. Almost looks like it was made to be like that. If I did it any better, I would probably go back up underneath the grill or something like that. But, you know, it's alright. Let's go ahead and light it up. Everybody can see what's going on. I did put the switch right back here, right behind the battery box, not the battery box, the receiver box. There you are. All lit up. Everything is still working. This bumper is bent a little bit, so I guess you could say, I don't know, I could try to line it more, but I don't think so. We might just leave it like that. Make it look like, you know, I probably hit a rock or something on this side, or a stump or something like that. We'll go from there. But as you can see, everything is working, right? Alright, so the next thing we need to tackle is this wheelbase. I measured this out at the center of this axle, straight up with a combination square, and I'm off about 4 millimeters. I need to go back 4 millimeters. That'll bring this axle perfectly in line with this bolt, this middle bolt at the top of the flare, down. Question is whether I can pull that off or get it as close as possible. I don't know how much thread is on the RC four-wheel drive links, so if I use spacers, I need to at least have enough threads on there so it'll hold, right? But I think we need to move this back a little bit, because I would like to move it back and I'd like to drop it down a bit, since this truck is so top heavy, right? So that's going to be the next thing I'm going to tackle. Wheelbase. And if I can get this brought back 4 millimeter, maybe I'll bring the front up 4 millimeter. That'll make a whole lot more, the crawlability will be a lot better, being not such a short wheelbase. They'll give it like 8 millimeters more. Alright, so with the body on, as you can see, That made a really big difference. The wheel is now right in the center of the wheel well. If I go ahead and put this block under here, looks like perfect, right? While I was in there, I went ahead and I put oil in the shocks, and that's going to be a big difference. Went ahead and used this 42.5 weight because it's such a heavy, top heavy truck, right? And if I need more support, I can always increase the preload on the springs, right? So now my question is, do I do the front or do I leave it alone? Oh, I also moved the top shock mount from the bottom hole of the shock mount to the top hole, which lowered the rear down. It made it, you know, level. What I should do with the front? Should I move it out? Get this front tire closer to the front bumper? Because when I ran it before with the old bumper, which stuck out about as far, the front bumper was a massive hang-up point. So if I move this front tire forward 4 millimeters, bring it right about here, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I have enough spacers to do that. I went ahead and I kicked the front out a total of 6 millimeters. If you look at it, oh my gosh, I mean, it's like it's mostly flat. That's the approach angle, right? And the departure angle is even less, right? That is going to make a big difference. I gotta tell you, this thing is starting to come around. I liked the truck in the very beginning, but now that I've done these modifications to it, I even like it better. When I was showing the underside of this thing, you could tell that I had not run it very much. I'm probably going to run it a lot more now. The first 1 or 2 times I ran it, it was like super top heavy, and the body right here, I mean, the body roll with the 42.5 weight oil in it is a lot better in it. And I go ahead and now I put this up here. I mean, that's a lot better. I'm not looking for an extreme flex on this, more of a realistic flex. So, you know, if I'm looking for that, I think I got it, right? I mean, I can still go up higher, about that much higher in the front. My big question to everyone is this: should I go ahead and put lockouts in the front and a hub in the back? I mean, I think I should. You know, it'd make it look a lot better. Just trying to get this truck to look good and run good at the same time. And if I go ahead and I measure the wheelbase right now, with the extension, we're looking at 11 1/8. It's not bad. That made a big difference. This right here. May need to do some fine tuning on the shocks, but other than that, I think we're good. It's tipping this way a little bit, so I probably have to increase the preload over here. Go ahead and put some lockouts in the front, hubs in the back, probably some D-rings in the front, just to make it look good. And Well, that was a fun run, wasn't it? This thing did a whole lot better than I thought it would do. Extending the wheelbase nearly 10 millimeters made a big difference, and lowering that body down kept that, you know, center of gravity down. So yeah, it's still top heavy, but it's not near as bad as it was, say, you know, when I got out of the box. So that with the deep dish wheels, which kicked that the stance out quite a bit right here, helped stabilize it. I'm not going to do anything with the brush guard. I'm going to leave that bent. I mean, it just gives it character now, so, you know. But other than it being a dirty mess, inside and out, it did pretty good. Tell me what you think of the run. Was it, you know, was it what you thought it'd be? I haven't run this thing very much before, mainly because of the top heaviness. But putting that 42 weight oil in the shocks made a massive difference, for sure. Well, a whole lot better than no oil, right? The only thing I got left is I ordered some hubs from RC 4-wheel drive. So we have some worn lockout hubs up right here, and I couldn't find the black ones, but I got chrome for the rear. So I'm going to throw those on. We're going to take a look at it, and if I don't talk to you, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for more. It's RC Mechanic Garage. Remember to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.